Hi and welcome back to the channel. On a trip a few weeks ago we had an issue with a hinge on the front locker. Pennine wants about £195 for a new door, and that seemed, for what was only a minor issue with the hinge, seemed a lot of money to pay out. So DIY Mike decided, let's have a look to see if he can fix it himself. So I used some clear Gorilla tape just to secure the locker while we drove home, in case it popped off, and it all stayed intact. The problem we have is that when we're travelling along, it gets stuck just in that centre point there. So when you open it, the hinge flexes, and what's happened is a portion of the hinge has broken off. Yes, so I think I'll unscrew it first and then show you where the problem is. The problem is the point on the cover itself, the door itself, where the plastic is very thin and obviously not very strong. That's what it's supposed to look like, and the plan is to try and get it back to something that can be used. Here's the little bit that's broken off. I will super glue that back on, but the plan is to reinforce the hinge some way. So that's part one done. A bit of super glue and attach that tiny piece back. But the master plan is to use some epoxy glue and stick a washer to either side of the door, so reinforcing it, and hopefully I won't get any problems. So next phase is to mix up the epoxy and stick these on. So the glue I'm going to use is Gorilla Epoxy Crystal Clear. I'm just letting the dispenser settle and get the air bubbles to the top before I do the first mix. Looks like my fix has worked. That's one side. That's the other one, that corner, and that corner, and that side of it. So now just to put it all back together. And now all reassembled. So a good day's work, and it has been a day because of the length of time it took the epoxy to set. But anyway, it's a good bit of work. And I also found this. I've been looking for it ever since we've had Bessie. I think the first time we used her, it went missing, and there it was, tucked behind the gas bottle in the locker. The hinges on the front locker of Pennine models are only held together by a couple of plastic hinge pins, and as you can see from this picture, they're not that big, and the hole in the plastic stroke fiberglass can be a bit hit or miss as to how thick it is away from the edge. But I haven't got that problem now, so it's good that I can get it fixed. As you can see from the video, it was actually quite an easy fix, and I'm really pleased with the outcome. We've since been on a couple more trips, and the locker door really does open a lot easier, and I'm not worried now about the hinge failing. hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have, then please like it and consider subscribing to the channel and hitting the bell icon so you get notification of future releases. So thanks very much. See you soon.